We're live and it's real awkward.
Yeah. What is the jank? I don't understand.
Look on the stream. Look at the stream. Look at the stream.
I am looking at the stream.
My hand is waving in the other.
You notice nothing's wrong here. There's nothing wrong according to you.
There's a huge lag.
There's no lag.
There's a delay.
It's not the lag.
It's an intentional delay.
Like, if you look at the stream itself, like, on Twitch, like, there's nothing wrong that far as you can see.
Yeah.
There's no hand in a screen where it shouldn't be right now.
Oh yeah, I can see that. That's funny. Yeah.
Hello everyone.
You could use a hand puppet and then pretend to be Lux. Do it. Just put like a little wig on your hand. Hello, I'm Lux. There's a little bit of red lipstick on your fingers. Like, hello, I am Lux. How are you doing?
We're experiencing a few technical difficulties at the moment, but we didn't want to wait before going live.
Right.
So things are a bit off, but it should fix itself in a moment when Nayada joins back in. Yeah. In the meantime, let's quickly go through things. If you want to follow us on Twitter, where we post updates and the likes, you can do that at DireRolls. Yes, it's very fancy, I know. Our streaming schedule, I should be keeping that updated on our Twitch. You actually have like a tab. If we're not live, there's like a scheduled tab, and you should be able to see when we're gonna be live next. Now, for people who watch more often, know that Friday is not really our normal stream day. We're normally live on the Sunday afternoon, but you know, plan scheduling, conflicts, and the likes. But we will actually be live next Sunday, but not with a Dungeons & Dragons stream or anything else. Well, we'll actually be live with doing a bunch of party games with some really cool people. I'm gonna be there.
Nice. Right, you're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there. It might just be me doing party games by myself. Yes, it's gonna be great.
You don't want to know what that looks like. Him doing a party game by himself.
Why do you have to?
Maybe the Furbies will start watching him instead.
Right. No, just
my
People can actually.
Come on, Jens, show him your Furbies. Show him your Furbies. Show him what your Furbies watch at night. Come on, turn the camera.
That's something for next stream, because I don't want to touch my webcam again like I did.
Yeah, because it'll just fall down. It'll just fall down. It'll be terrible.
I am now happy with my webcam placement, and we will not touch it.
Okay,
yeah.
They're just excuses. He doesn't want anyone to know that he likes Furbies.
If you want to see my Furbies, you can look back to the videos of last week's stream.
Oh, product placement. Oh, nice. Very nice.
Very true.
I'll just go to this box right here for a second.
Shall we name the Furbies in the meantime, as Lux is sorting out her connection problems?
Names.
Do they have names already?
I think they come with names themselves.
Oh,
they do?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I just had one that had moist inside, and then it only could do. Moist. It was a nightmare.
Moist.
Yeah, well, it just got real moist in my closet. I can't help that.
Did you have to use the word moist, like specifically?
Yes, that is the accurate depiction of the situation. Oh, it's a green one.
This is going the wrong way, guys.
Okay, come on.
This is quality content. This is quality content.
This is
we've lost 2 viewers, guys. We've lost 2 viewers in the meantime.
We didn't. We're still at 6.
I saw it was 6, and now it's down to 4.
No, it's still 6.
That's still 6.
It's still 6.
We're gaining viewers.
We're not funny.
It's quality content. This is quality content.
Definitely.
Well, who's viewing? I was 5 viewers.
I am.
Oh, I'm also. We're viewing ourselves, guys. That's sad.
I'm not. I'm not viewing ourselves.
I don't think I count. So
No, we're
No, I don't
moderators.
think
We don't count.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Mods, we don't count. I don't think we do.
Well, maybe we can actually start the game. Like Xanamin can tell us what happened last week.
Here we go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last week we started the episode in the tavern where Madeline was waiting for us with while she was trying to create cures for the lycanthropy. We started the session with handing her the final potion ingredients so she could make the 4 potions that we needed to cure the people in this village. And immediately after we arrived, we were chased by werewolves to the tavern itself, and they started to try to get into the tavern. So Alduin and Brion struggled to keep the front door closed, so they couldn't get in. Madeline grinded furiously to get more lycanthropy cures. And when one of the werewolves broke off the front door and appeared to try to take the back door, so my instinct was to block it with a big barrel of rum. After a while, the front door was forced open by the werewolves. We had some struggles, some mini games in trying to keep the doors closed, and lost my sentence.
Things are happening.
Yeah, things happened. Eventually, we were able to give the 2 werewolves that came through the front door the cures. One by just sticking your hand inside a werewolf's mouth, and the other one by command. And the last, after some quick deductions, the last werewolf, we thought he was going to his ancestral home, to wreak havoc there. So we went after him, and we tried to catch the werewolf. We saved the guy, cured him from the lycanthropy, which he probably got. Cured the werewolf, and we were going back to that manor the next day again, which is now. And we headed back to the tavern with the cured werewolf. And back at the tavern, we took inventory of the things we needed to do. There's still 1 werewolf on the loose that's heading to the next town over. And I want to say Whiterun, but it starts with a W, and then I'm lost. Whiterun is not the town.
Westrun.
Westrun.
Right.
Whiterun. Westrun. Okay.
Westrun.
Close enough.
I took an arrow to the knee. That happened. Yeah, we still need to
Jens is the only one that doesn't watch Critical Role.
Yeah.
Right.
Very important information. Very important piece of information.
Please continue.
Yeah. We still have a captured were-barmaid in the tavern basement that we still need to cure.
Were-barmaid.
We need to go back to the manor to cure the guy that was attacked, trying to save his kid and wife. And Madeline went ahead to Westrun to try to catch up with the werewolf if possible, and we will meet up with her there again. Yes, I believe that was it. Did I miss anything?
Oh, you did not. That was a perfect summary of what happened last time.
Right, just setting the bar somewhere, and then
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that.
That was really great. So, at the moment, you've just returned from the house of the Ziegler family. It's not a manor. It's also not a very big house, but it's the house of the Ziegler family. Magnus Ziegler, which is the father, is recovering from a very, very severe and nearly deadly attack from his werewolf turned son. You've brought his werewolf turned son back to the Thirsty Fields Tavern. And there you are all now gathered with Quick Willie pretending to be asleep on top of the table, wearing nothing but an apron around his fat and kind of repulsive body as he's sweating on top of the wood. Rogette, the charming but a little bit of a not very bright farmer, is helping in any way he can. He seems very grateful for whatever you have helped him with. He's got a bit of a scar down his throat. Looks like a hole, and his voice is raspy, or raspier than normal, almost as if he's smoked for a very long time. And the Ziegler's son looks shell-shocked and hasn't spoken a word since you've brought him here. Madeline just ran out of the door, and as fast as the wind is chasing down this supposed werewolf that is going into the direction of Westruun, and she will have a... luckily, it's a few days' travel to Westruun, so you hope that she'll catch up with it. And you are now left, still wounded, still tired. Night has fallen, and morning will break in a few hours. And you are left to whatever you would like to do. And as an information to Vincent, if you open up the Roll20, you will have the music that I'm playing in the jukebox for this.
Well, it is actually already opened up.
Okay.
So I don't know what's wrong over there. Some more technical difficulties, that's what's up. I will go and try and fix it. You three talk amongst yourself for a moment.
I think I should go sit down for a little bit.
It's
Yeah. I've seen you look better.
Not feeling very good. No, I mean, better, but a bit scratched up.
Well, at least you're not a werewolf.
That's very true, although I'd like the idea of you riding me into battle. That sounds very
That's
cool, but
great.
maybe we could still do that. I mean, you fit on my shoulders.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know.
I'd
Maybe
like
we'll try that one day.
You could just shoot your bow and arrow from my back while I just move between enemies.
Well, maybe we should try. Oh, no, maybe later. Maybe
It's,
rest a little.
Maybe
it's at
later.
this point where Rogette is slowly, very dumbly walking forward, and he's trying to butt in. He's holding 2 glasses of milk in his hands that he's taken from behind the bar, and like with shaky fingers and a raspy voice, he's saying, "Thank you. I'm very grateful. You saved my life. Like, seriously. I don't know what happened." And he's just giving you the glass of water. It's like, "It's real good. It comes from Betsy, my cow."
That's a nice name.
That's really nice.
Well, I might have an idea how it could have happened. Did you have any, I don't know, like powdery substance that you got in contact with? Maybe show him. You have it right, Aldwin?
A powdery substance.
Yeah. And I'll take out the well, I still have the suit that was laced with lycanthropy, and I'll take that out. No, I'll give it to Lux for now.
Looks familiar?
Oh, well. And he starts to blush and stammer a little bit. And have you all taken the milk from his hands, or are you just like, have you not taken it yet?
The milk?
Yeah.
It's gone already. It's still
Okay.
gone.
Lux, you as well?
Yeah, I'm holding the milk in one hand and the suit in the other.
He's putting his hands in his pockets, and then he realizes he has no pockets. He's just wearing like ragged overall over his clothes, so he's like very fumbling, and then he's just crossing his arms. He's like, well, yeah. No, listen, I never do that kind of thing, and I just, Ellie, she works behind the bar, and, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, she was like all lovely and swaying her bum in the right ways and stuff, and then I thought she just, she asked me downstairs in the cellar, said I've never been downstairs in the cellar, and I thought, she wanted to, keep me company. I just get slowly on the farm, and then she wanted to do, well, that. I've never done that before, and I thought, like, if that's the way to impress her, I did some, and it gave me a blasted headache, I can tell you. I just went straight home after that. I was like, I thought, I've had better whiskey than that. I don't even know what I was supposed to do. It was terrible, I'll tell you.
Well, we're also not sure what it's supposed to do, but we do know what it appears to be doing.
It didn't do much for me, and I was lonely that night again.
I think she looks pretty cute if she's not, like, ill. Maybe after a good night of sleep.
Right.
I'm not very interested. My voice hurts. Every bone in my body feels like it's gone underneath my broken plow. I think I'm done with women for now.
I guess...
Oh, by the way, I could fix your plow if you want to.
And it just, at this point, he lights up. It's like, really? You don't seem
probably.
like, the fixer-upper I normally hire. But if you think you can handle it, like, by all means, you'd save my life twice today.
Well, if you have the pieces.
I do. If you need anything at all, you could get it. I have wheat. I have apples from my anything. I could just. Do you need rations or milk? I can provide it. I have a little bit of gold left. I can maybe give you if you want.
The milk is pretty good.
The milk's very good.
Yes, Betsy.
Listen.
I think we have... Well, maybe I'm getting distracted a little bit. We'll get back to the plow, maybe.
Yeah,
later.
no problem. Okay, I'll just go and sit down. My head hurts still a little. And then
Actually, I might be able to help you with your voice. One moment. Lux, do you still have that honey?
No, I gave it to Cinnamon, but
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, no, I don't need all of it. Just like a tiny bit. And he takes out one of his like the tiny flasks that he uses for his mutagens. Could I?
Yeah. Here's
He
the
takes
honey.
it's the tiniest amount of the honey jar. Puts a little bit in like a little flask. Put this in your tea tomorrow morning. Use it sparingly. Try and make sure it can last a week, and it should help with your voice. You should be able to clear it up quicker.
So that special honey you got works like a potion. You can't just take a tiny amount out. It just like you can't take
dumb.
a teaspoon of health.
I just want to give this NPC a tiny little bit of honey to clear his voice up. This is bullshit.
But it's special magical honey, and
That
I
is
can't.
dumb.
if I allow you to do this, then you say, like, I want a teaspoon of health potion, but not all, you know? You can't do that.
Why would you
Maybe
think I
there's
would do
some-
that? I'm just giving an NPC a little bit of honey.
And you want to give him a little bit of honey, and then you tell him, make it last a week. Put it in your tea every day. That's not a little bit of honey. That's almost as much as that's in that flask. It's a very tiny flask.
I am telling him to use the very little bit amount of honey.
Okay.
Sparingly.
There's a little bit of amount of honey in that flask, and it is just enough for one portion. It's one
And he's
portion
gonna have
of
to
honey.
figure out how to use that for a week.
Okay, then that means that whatever is left in the flask is no longer a portion. Do you want to do that?
No,
We
never mind. I'm just gonna walk away. No, this is dumb.
I understand.
I'm
but
just trying to do a fun roleplay thing, and you're ruling it up. You are ruling it up right here. No.
Do you want normal honey?
There might be some honey behind the bar.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that would help him just as well.
Well, actually, I looked at everything in here,
It's fine.
and I have no idea if there's honey.
Like I
I
don't
don't
want
know.
to.
Couldn't find anything in here.
It's just it's got so many repercussions because that bit of honey is just a just.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Let's move on.
Roger, was it? Right?
Yeah.
Roger. I think I should say sorry to you. I mean, I'm sorry, man.
He genuinely looks confused.
You don't. Do you actually remember anything before waking up here?
I remember waking up in pain, naked. I'm still naked underneath this. I'm very sorry about that. And just brief moments of freedom and no freedom. And this big ball of bright white light that filled me with energy and rage. It's kind of nice, but also not nice. That's all I remember. It's kind of nice, but also not nice.
I'll kind of look over to my shoulder to Lux and go like, I'll kind of whisper, but I know he can hear because I can't whisper.
Lux is trying to lick a strand of hair that's hanging in front of her face, just
Lux,
that she just can't reach.
Lux,
What?
do you need to apologize for something somebody doesn't know happened?
I don't think you need to. Just saying.
You could.
You
Would it
could.
Would it
if
make me a
feels
better
like the right
person?
thing to do.
Okay, then I still want you to take my apology.
Okay. Well, will you take my thanks because all I know is from everything I gathered, and I'm not the best at piecing stuff together, but you know, that brown-skinned lady explained a few things while she were away, and she said that I turned into like a werewolf, and that you cured me, which I think is pretty damn great, if you ask me.
Yeah. I also kind of stuck my pike through your neck, though.
That explains a lot. Yeah, explains a lot.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you did make quite a stand.
Damn, you did.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess, you know, never really knew, you know.
Do I remember if one of the...
away with a torch, and you were like, "No, I'm not going."
Do I remember what of my wounds he made?
Probably. been a few hours ago.
I'll just kind of show him a couple on my shoulder, like.
No way! I think I'm the one that needs to apologize. I'm really sorry.
It makes for a good scar.
So, will I turn into a wolf again? And then he looks around, specifically at Alduin, as Alduin seems to represent the authority that Madeline has left. You were with the lady, right?
Well, as long as you don't take any more of this stuff, you should be fine.
Maybe you should take all of the stuff that's downstairs as well.
Oh, I'm already planning on that. But there's kind of a raging werewolf down there right now. So we're just gonna wait until the raging werewolf is turned back into a barmaid, and then we'll take care of her.
Oh, Ellie is downstairs.
That's the raging thing you hear downstairs, yes.
That would be a wild night.
Yep.
Maybe all the suit is gonna be like dusted all over the ground because of all the the raging werewolf.
Wasn't it the whole idea we had to cure her while she's still?
No, that was a misunderstanding, miscommunication between us and Madeline. But no, she cleared that up before she left. We do not need to. She can just turn back into a human, and then we can just apply the cure.
Nice.
It's easier for us to cure something that will turn into a werewolf. When they haven't turned for the first time, we can still cure them with
magic.
Yeah.
Should we maybe ask fake sleeping guy some questions? I kind of poke his belly.
I think, Lux, with your passive perception, you notice that the fake sleeping guy with his very big fat ass is trying to crawl his way ever so slowly, almost as not to make a sound, over the bar. You have a full view of the full moon inside the tavern.
Oh God!
And he's just turning his head. You're making eye contact as he then sprints over the bar and then falls face first with a natural 1 against the wooden slat here, knocking himself out momentarily.
Oh, he's awake. Oh, never mind.
I'll go over and I'll gently stand in between him and the way to the door over here.
I'll just.
There's also still a barrel, I think.
Yeah.
Knocking the door.
But kind of make him to stay put. Don't be too. I won't make a figure out of myself. I'm still very hurt, but
he's shaking his head awake.
Make sure he'll stay there.
And then he just looks up at you.
Even within an inch of your life, you still look like a badass. Even more of a badass, maybe.
All right. Maybe.
Make an intimidation check for that, actually. I'm interested in that.
Passive intimidation?
No, just an intimidation check, because you're intimidating him right now.
Go charisma skills! Oh,
But she actually has charisma skill.
Yeah.
I found out today.
Yeah. Wow.
It's an 11.
I did my best. I mean, I'm still very, very much hurt, so.
Yeah, you're intimidating as fuck, whilst bleeding from several gashes on your body. It's like slowly dripping onto the floor.
So, just out of character, since you saw Brion's intimidation, did you see my intimidation?
No, I've not seen your intimidation. Where is it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you mean
roll.
your stat? You mean your stat?
Stat. Okay, yeah, no, okay. Just just making the joke complete.
Oh yeah, I know, but
Joe
if-
Zanneman's intimidation. I know just.
you know, see, because you don't watch Critical Role, you didn't see like the Grog the Barbarian and Scanlan the Gnome Bard intimidation off, where Scanlan completely out-intimidated the giant Goliath Barbarian, which was hilarious.
Sick.
Back to the game.
Back to the game.
All right. So
So
he's grumbly sitting with his back against the slats, and then just pushing his apron over his gemstones.
I'll maybe I have something in my pack. I
Aldo's
don't
going
want
to
look at the
sit.
chart.
Aldo's going to sit on like the bar stool, like right there. He's just gonna like arms
I'll
like over
throw
the
him-
bar.
I'll throw in my bedroll. So he can kind of wrap himself in it.
He's going
Sure.
to try and kick it out of the air away. So let's do that.
Okay.
It's a 12. He succeeds, though it looks a little bit pitiful.
Hmm.
You then see him knock his feet against the little cabinet in front of him. The cabinet opens, and then with his toes, he grabs a bottle, and then it rolls over to him. He uncorks it and then starts drinking.
I'll kind of shove in with my feet. Not too much. I think you have a story to tell us.
I sit on the bar, kind of cross-legged, waiting for the story.
He's crossing his arms. I'm not telling anything. Nope.
Oh, he's not gonna talk.
Listen, you realize that we just risked our lives to save yours, right?
Nope.
I mean,
Can't remember a thing.
okay. Do you see me?
I do. You're bleeding all
Yeah,
over my floor.
You didn't
you're
want
leaving.
of this.
I don't like women bleeding all over my floor.
Well, it's
Should
the
not have
wounds
said
you've
that.
got. It's the wounds you've got, and if I was you, I wouldn't get on my bad side. I'm trying
does it-
to be a good person here. I'm really trying. Ask Lux, right, Lux?
Yeah, I'm trying
really
to
trying.
be a good person too. I'm not arresting you right now. I'm not going to the Elderman for bleeding all over my floor and keeping me hostage.
Oh. You know, we're actually here because the Elderman asked us to be here.
Well then, why don't you go to the Elderman and get him?
Shall we?
Yeah, I'll wait.
Good idea.
Here, in my bar.
Brion, you stay here. I'll just go fetch the Elderman real quick.
That's a good idea.
Okay. I will go fetch the Elderman.
Alduin?
Let's go tell Daddy.
Yeah, sure. Go
He's-
ahead. Come on.
You see him, like, his face drops, like, wait, just... We can sort this out amongst men, right? Don't need them.
Too late.
Oh,
Come on, we're going.
you're not talking to me. You're talking to her. You're not talking to me. I'm just listening.
Can you get your puppy back so that we can talk, woman of fair standing? Wait, I've got gold. Do you need some gold?
We don't need gold.
Well, what do you want? I
We
can
need
have
a
it.
story about the stuff that
Do you want-
caused all this.
I can sell you some stuff. Do you want some stuff?
Right. So, I mean, Elduin, you do the intelligent part, okay? Can you explain the story to him? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about, so maybe you should, give me some information. Maybe I can help.
Right,
I've got
right.
information. I've got people. I know people. I know a lot of people. You don't want to know those people.
If you don't
So-
stop talking, I'm gonna throw you into the basement with the werewolf.
Yeah, I'll stop talking.
Good. Who sold you this?
I hop back on the bar.
Never seen it in my life.
Inside check. Let's do it. Yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, let's
Come on.
also just looking at the conversation and trying
Yeah.
to without any lies instead.
Oh damn! Natural 20. This is the Lux and Alduin investigative agency.
Yeah.
Ah, damn. Even with that.
It looks like he's never seen that satchel in his life before. He seems extremely convincing.
Okay. So, why did you take it? You know what it is?
Take what?
This stuff?
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what that is. What is that?
Well, see, we kind of know you took it because this is the stuff that turns people into werewolves, and you were a werewolf.
Did not take that at all. Nope. I think someone, Ellie bit me. That must have been it. She bit me.
She bit you. So
Yeah.
when we start checking for bite marks, we're gonna find bite marks.
Yeah.
Alright, show 'em.
It's got on my ass. Okay, let the pretty elf look at it. Do you want
I don't mind. Show it. Pull your pants down right now. Actually, you don't have to because we already got a good look at it when you were trying to escape.
We did,
You
actually.
still don't.
I was kind of scared that new werewolves would actually come running in because of it. But
think it cured? What? What did you say?
I was just kind of scared that maybe another werewolf would actually come in running for it, but it didn't. For the full moon. Never mind.
Are you insulting me?
Oh yes, most definitely. But here, listen. We just want to figure out what happened here. So, you took the stuff. We already know this because we know you weren't bitten because there's no bite marks on your ass. Well, from a werewolf at least. So, why did you take it? Come on. We don't have all night. Like, I really want to go to bed.
Swear to you on my mother's grave, I did not take the satchel you have in your hands right now.
Okay, Brion, do you want to start lifting those bottles off the hatch so we can drop Willy down?
I'll walk over and I'll start lifting up the bottles from the hatch.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Which one? Both of us? Or just me?
Just you, yeah, because
Okay.
she's helping you.
I'm not that great at intimidation. No. I've never rolled like a successful intimidation check, I think, in this
A
game.
1 and a 2. Nice.
Maybe that. Seems like, won't be going after me, probably be going after the big girl there with the green skin that's bleeding all over my floor. She's like a living bait. I'll be safe, just need to run faster than that one.
Shall we find out? Brion, continue.
Continue. Just do it. Go on then, little girl.
Was that directed to Brion?
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to turn around. He got on my bad side. Now, I will pass Lux, look at Lux, I'll go, I'm very sorry. And I will go stand on his foot with all my 285 kilos.
Do you want to hurt him doing that?
Just slightly apply more pressure to see if he starts giving in a little bit.
Well, then make an intimidation check again. Yeah. Okay. It's at this point where there's a little bit of a crack in the bravado of Quick Willy. He's like, oh, I'm still hurt, you want? Stop doing it. Just stop it.
I'll let go.
Maybe if you don't know what it is, maybe you can just help us figure it out.
I know what a blast it is.
The first truth I've heard all night out of your mouth. Now, let's continue that trend, shall we?
Well, I can't talk. My life will be in danger if I talk about it.
Your life's already in danger.
Well, my life will be forfeit if I just speak a little, just a word. This is greater than just me and you or any of these blasted people that have taken it. I'm in with the wrong people. They pay me well to be quiet. You know how expensive it is to be quiet. How do I know that I'm not talking to the wrong ones? And I don't know why it was, like, a weird batch this time. I've been doing it for years. No problem. It's only this time that it's been a problem.
Anyone
It's
different deliver
dangerous.
it?
Huh?
Anyone different deliver it?
No. Same person each time.
Where does it come from?
Can't say.
Vaguely.
City.
Area.
Wildmount.
Makes sense.
See, I can't say too much. There's this blasted organization here in Taldore. They're not too keen on the organization that's bringing this stuff to me. If they'd known I'd be in this and doing this, I'd have a big problem on my hands, you know? And not me, not just me. If, by any chance, the one that doesn't like my organization done this to me, or to the stuff that I'm selling, which might be the case. We've got a full-fledged gang war on our hands. That we don't want that, do we?
So we're talking about the Clasp versus a gang from Wildmount? That's what you're talking about right now?
So are you from the Clasp? Have you ever heard of them?
Oh, we have encountered them, actually, previously. Didn't end well for them.
So I can trust you, Dan.
Doubtful. But...
That's up to you.
Well, if you are against the Clasp, you're not with the Clasp, so I can trust you.
Oh, we're definitely not with the Clasp. No.
No.
Nah.
I don't know if we're especially against them, but we're definitely not with them.
Make
Oh,
a
no.
persuasion check.
Who, me?
No, Aldwin, he said that first, but he can do it with advantage because you're helping him.
Persuasion! Oh, again, terrible. That's 2 ones in a row. Yeah, I'm very good at talking. Yeah, well, I'm good at talking. I'm not good at, like, the actual rolls for it, though.
Don't like your face.
I don't like yours either. It's just mutual.
I've said it enough already. I'm not telling you all I know.
I don't like his face either.
No, me neither. Right, so, what do we know? What do we know
This
for
is
now?
useless.
There's a gang...
He's still dead scared of Brion, by the way, not losing his eyes off her.
I'm just talking to, like, the group, so out loud so everyone can hear it. So there's a gang from Wildmount that is selling sued through this waste of human kind.
Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah,
I'm the only tavern.
I'm well aware. And the Clasp doesn't like it because, they're of course also selling drugs because they're the fucking Clasp. And you suspect that they may have poisoned the suit with lycanthropy to do what?
Yeah,
Just
the
to fuck
business.
you.
Just something against.
Put you out of business?
I don't know. They've just been on my ass for the past few days, asking me, "Are you with the Myriad?" No, I'm not with the Myriad. What are you talking? Well, that's not what I was saying. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. No, the Myriad. Yes.
I'm not with that.
Interesting.
That's
Right. So
not...
there was a Clasp member here recently?
No.
No.
Don't know what you're talking about.
This is nowhere from the Myriad here recently then.
What's that?
No, what's that? Lux, you're writing all this down, right?
I'll kinda drop myself through my knees, just op mijn hurken. What is it called in English?
Yeah.
So you're gonna squat.
Neil.
You're gonna squat.
On your hurks. Yeah.
You're squatting.
I kinda look him straight in the eye. I think, and I'll smile with it, I think you should tell us everything you know by now.
Well,
Make a
it seems that people
persuasion check
happened
with advantage.
didn't really end up that well, so yeah, you probably should.
See. Make a wisdom saving throw for him.
2 11s. God damn.
Okay. Just get your face out of my face.
I'll stand up, but I'll exhale sharply so he can smell my orc breath.
Alright. I'm running this tavern. I bought it with some money that I got from, family overseas. Just let's call it family. It's my family. They take care of me. I take care of everyone that needs to be taken care of around here. I'm a point of operation in Teldori. And lately, it's been a little bit difficult. A little bit of tension between my family and the other family that we've been talking about. They don't really like each other. Seems that my family is very eager to settle down in a new place, expand their houses, expand the market a little. And the current family here doesn't like sharing. But you learn as a toddler. Everyone needs to share. I'm sharing my tavern space with you right now. I'm even sharing this very small space with you right now. But enough of that. It's just, every year I've got some workers coming from Westrun. The workers, they come here to turf fields, work in the fields. It's more than a guise, really. After they've done the crops and all the kind of stuff, it's just more of a ploy so that it doesn't, it's noticeable. And they come, drink in the tavern, and, I give them a batch. They bring it back home, and then they come a week later, and that's how I basically smuggle my stuff over, I believe the ones that are coming over now is just, I believe the Sophie, that's the one. She's been doing it this year. And another boy, he's done it, I believe a week ago. Well, a month ago, yeah. Oh, dear. But it was Sophie mainly. She's been picking it up, collecting, selling it off, and she was about to go home this week. I haven't seen her in the last few days. But she's my family member, so to say. I've not let anyone in the cellars apart from, the ones in this room right now. Well, apart from that dimwit Rojat, I haven't let him in, but I've just heard that Ellie did, so I don't know who Ellie will let in, but not a lot of people go in there. It's just me, family members. That's it. That's all I know. But I do know someone's been tampering with the food. And I don't know who. And I don't know why they would do that, because it's not making the food any better. And it's not helping people getting off the food. And I can't find any other reason than tampering with this family business. If you know what I mean. Unless you find another valid reason, everything's always about money and power. And tampering with this food isn't giving anyone money or power apart from this rivaling family here. Because if the food's no good, my family's no good. And it's all about trust, isn't it? It's all about trust. And I didn't tell you anything because, you did not get it from me at all.
I'm really intently listening to this conversation and trying to find out if he really doesn't know who would more specifically try and tinker with the stuff. And if he's telling any like half-truth stuff that he isn't telling.
Make an insight check. He's reluctant to talk. He was very reluctant to talk. But his fear of the situation and being cornered by Brion and just the overall tension, it seems that this is a man who's given up all information he knows. Even though it's a slippery one that you shouldn't trust with even a finger of your hand. The information he's given seems as truthful as this man can get.
Not the best bedtime story I have ever had, but pretty good.
Or maybe it's bedtime for you then, huh? Pretty little one.
Maybe.
Well, it definitely is for me. And though I kind of dozed off halfway the story, I don't know why you were talking about family. But
well,
I will stick out my hand to help him up.
he grabs it.
Then I'll yoink him up.
He gives you the bottle of very strong liquor. Here,
Nice, I'll have some.
might help you.
Is this bad stuff too?
It's bad. Very bad.
No, I mean, but will it make me...
I do hope not. It's my
Okay.
private stash, it's good.
I'll have some.
Moonshine, so if it turns us into werewolves, is a fitting thing.
I'll have some. Is it good?
It's actually a pretty good moonshine. It's got like this hint of
Paint in
licorice
it.
and cinnamon to it.
I'll take a few good gulps and then hand it to Alduin.
He'll take like one gulp.
You smell it, and it's like, oh, that's really good for in your alchemy kit. That's a very strong alcoholic content. You can use that to make potions.
Good.
Hey, Willy.
I'll pass it on to whoever wants.
Yeah.
Willy, what does the boy look like?
Boy.
Yeah, you said it was like... This year it was like Sophie, but there was also like a boy like a month ago.
There was a boy a month ago. He didn't return. It was Sophie after that.
What did the boy look like?
Just, got them pointy ears. Like you, but not as pointy. Just a little less point. You know. It's a half elf. Ragged clothes.
Oh.
Haven't seen him before.
Did he have like a hair color? Or-
Mousy brown.
It's actually pretty specific.
Yeah. There was a little bit of a mousy man as well. Just pointy nose, brown eyes. Didn't have much to say. Thought it was a weird choice to come and bring him over. He did real poor in Rogette's field. Broke his plow.
Ah, so that's how it happened.
Experienced one. He didn't return after that. It was Sophie.
You know,
It really
Sounds like-
Sophie.
no, but she is the one who went back to Westrun. She's the one Madeline's currently after.
Sophie.
And the werewolf problem started a month ago when the boy. That was the first time that boy came around, right?
So, I think that, Lux, your passive insight.
Yeah. It only says perception. On
Mine
my
is
sheet.
14. It's
yours
let's
is
call you
basically
16.
It's your
both
modifier plus 10.
Aldwin and Lux, because he rolled real low. It's at this point, where you see Ernst shrinking down in the corner of the tavern. He's trying his best to be.
We didn't get
as
the name.
Ernst,
Ernst.
the Ziegler boy,
Yeah.
the son. He's trying his best to not be noticed, not move, but listening intently. And there's just this. That's just from the corner of your eye, you just see like a few waves of emotion, but you're not really paying attention to it. But it's just, it becomes at some point noticeable how hard this person is not being noticed.
Right.
You know.
It's weird that we don't notice him. That's what we're picking up on.
Yes. Because Rogette is just there. He's just listening, like mouth agape, and he's engaging in a conversation. And I remember that one. She broke the plow and all that kind of stuff, like coughing, and he's drinking with you also. At this point, like he's engaging, but it's just Ernst has just been very quiet, and just quieter and quieter, and his just blood draining from his face as more information is being known.
Alduin will turn around. So Ernst, you know, I understand not wanting to be noticed, but because you're trying so hard not to be noticing, I'm noticing that you're not trying to be noticed. So why don't we have a sit around this table? I know, right?
Yes, kind of.
It's like we read people.
Who's Ernst?
Oh, the guy standing next to Xanamin. Ernst, why don't you have a sit at this table here with us? Why don't we talk for a bit?
Did you try the milk? It's really good.
It actually is.
It really is.
Or maybe something stronger. It's also actually really good. Surprisingly good.
Oh, I put just a little bit of the strong liquor in my milk.
I'm not allowed to drink from my father.
You're allowed to drink milk, right?
Yeah.
I'm drinking the hard milk. I'm not near to him.
Hard milk?
Yeah.
That's just cheese.
I like cheese. It's fine.
Sorry, it's too funny.
I'm dying. Okay.
I think my father will be okay.
Your father will be fine.
I did that to him.
So, you
Yeah.
remember what happened?
Not much. I remember you like waking me up and saw the blood, and I remember bits. I was just so angry. Like really angry and hungry. Very scary. Very, very scary.
What we've figured out about the stuff is that this makes you lose control. That wasn't you doing that. That was something else. I am also like reading him right now. Like I'm really intently looking at like if this is a play that he's doing, like if he's playing like a character, or if this is the real
Make an
Ernst.
insight check.
I'm looking at Willy in the corner of my eyes every now and again to see if he's not clouding away again.
Because Alduin is now on the search for a clasp member that is supposedly here. 13.
He's really easy to read, and this is a young boy, maybe just 17, maybe 18, and there's so much guilt in his face. So much guilt. Like, this is a boy trying to be a man, not to cry. Guilt is just tearing him apart.
You know, it's okay to show emotions. It's not a bad thing. It's just natural. When you keep them up inside, that is when bad things happen. That is when when you do things you don't want to do. I'm not picking up any of this. You're talking too softly.
I didn't want to do it. I'm really sorry. I am really sorry.
Well,
Just
none of us are holding you accountable for anything that you did tonight. That wasn't you. That was something else.
it's my fault though.
Why do you say that?
They made me do it.
Made you do
Who
what?
did?
Have you ever heard of the Carmine Clover Casino?
The what?
FIDM?
Make a history check.
What? Could you spell that?
The Carmine Clover Casino.
Yeah, let me just write this down real quick too. Carmine.
It's all with a C.
Carmine.
Clover Casino.
Yep.
Carmine Falcone. It's the Italian mob. I knew it. I don't fucking know. History. Here we go. Another 13.
Vaguely. You know what a casino is. And a Carmine Clover seems to be like a herb. It's very prevalent in Taldore, but you don't really know that particular place or anything about it.
So, you've gone to this casino?
Yeah, just this girl, Sophie. I met her.
Yeah.
She was just so wild, you know, and fun. I met her like a month or two ago, and we just had fun. Like, I was on a visit to Western, and she's beautiful, like long brown hair and almond-shaped eyes, and I just wanted to impress her, you know. And I had a bit of money from my dad, and she said that was a great place to go. So we went there. And she said that she needed to be a little bit, you know, on the down low, not make a scene or anything. But we went there, we played, and I thought that I could impress her, so I played a lot.
And then you lost a lot.
A lot.
Hmm.
And I just had a bit of a problem. And I went back a few times to try and fix it, you know, like the first time everything went so well and I won so much, and then the second time when I wasn't with Sophie, I lost a lot, and then I thought I'll just go back for a third time to win it back, and then I lost more, and then I borrowed some money from this guy who said that he would borrow me some money so I could win it all back, and I did that, and I lost more, and then I borrowed more and lost even more, and at some point they took me in the back, and then they said that I'd had to pay up my debt or pay my debt in a different way, and then they just gave me this small vial. And they told me it was a small vial of liquid. And then they told me to put it in the bags of dust that my girlfriend would bring to the tavern. But I was not allowed to tell her, because if I did, they'd kill her. So I did that. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't want to think about it. I did that a month ago. And then all these terrible things started happening, and then I tried it myself to see if I did it. And then I couldn't remember what I did the last few nights. And it's all my fault. It really is all my fault.
Well, you made some very bad decisions. I'm gonna be very straight with you. You made some very bad decisions and you fucked up. But you know, I'm pretty good at reading people. She's pretty good at reading people. I don't think you're a bad kid. Just one in a very shitty situation.
You think a bad person would feel bad about doing something bad?
People died.
You think the fat fuck behind the bar feels bad about selling the suit like a drug that is addictive?
People died because of me.
No. They died because of criminals who used you. But it's not your fault.
Am I going to jail?
Not if I've got anything to do with it.
To? Well then, don't.
I want to go home.
I don't think being stupid is the same as being bad. And believe me, I have been a very, very bad person in the past. I'm not anymore, but I'm still stupid.
You're not
They
stupid.
coming back for me?
Who?
Well, those people in the casino, they seemed like really bad people.
Is this casino located in Westerun?
Yes.
I
They
think
know
that,
about Sophie.
well, I think they'll be our next visit, actually. So you know, for now, I wouldn't worry about them.
There's a special way to get in. I can tell you if you
Well,
want.
there is.
I
That
can
would be
help.
very useful.
Well, you'd have to go to the store, the Velvet Kettle. It's an alchemist in restaurant, and you purchase a clover from the old man Toby Whispers. He works behind the counter. He'll let you inside.
His name?
Old man Toby. It's called Toby Whispers, but everyone just calls him Old Man.
Yeah, so Toby, Old Man, Whispers. Cool name, actually.
Yeah, you'll find out. Like, he smokes so much. Like, his voice is just barely more than a whisper.
He can only whisper. Okay, it's not so bad as anymore. It's because he's a chain smoker. Kind of like Rogette. Well, sort of.
Guys, I don't want to be a party pooper, but I should get some sleep soon. I mean, it's getting light out.
You go ahead. I got a couple more questions, actually, if you don't mind. But you could go and get some rest if you want.
I mean,
You've deserved it.
Yeah.
Quick really is snoring loudly. He's not caring. He's sleeping. He's drunken himself into a stupor.
well, if
I do like him better when he's sleeping.
it won't take long, I mean, we could all use some rest.
Yeah, no, it won't take long. It's like a couple more minutes.
You're not as pretty as you used to be.
Well, you're not looking too hot yourself right now.
I know.
Do you want to go home, Ernst, or do you want to stay here for the night with us? We told your mother that we would bring you back tomorrow
In the
because we
morning.
wanted to see if you were okay.
No, I think he can go home. If he wants to.
If he wants to, yeah, but I'm not sure if he's ready.
I want to go home. I want to see my father.
Okay. I'll have a quick look at Rogette. Is he looking like he is going to turn our young boy Ernst in, or is he just?
Rogette seems to have difficulty staying awake, though he's
Okay.
trying. He's trying.
Right.
Like, these are exhausted people after
Yeah.
transformations and everything. also quite damaged and low on health.
I can bring him home.
I think both you have a feeling that both Willie and Rogette weren't really fully there for this conversation.
Good.
And
okay.
The boy also whispered very quietly.
That's kind of what I wanted to know. Okay. Alright. I think we should call it a day for now. Ernst, I might have some questions for you tomorrow. I will be coming to see your father to make sure that everything is okay with him, probably clean up his wounds, rebandage. Then I might have some extra questions for you. But for now, I think Lux is going to bring you home. Make sure you get there
I would
safely.
feel better walking with him.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone
No
seems
problem.
a bit shaken.
Okay. So, Lux, you walk him home.
Yeah.
On the way, with your passive perception, you notice a figure watching you from the rooftop of the bakery. His eyes just glint in the moonshine, and then his hand just waves up, and he nods in recognition.
Do I recognize the person?
Seems
you
like
do.
a bugbear-shaped figure.
I kind of forgot, I think.
It's one of the
It's a-
gnolls. It's one of the
Yeah.
gnolls.
Oh, okay.
It's probably
It's,
not the father.
It's Ok, Soil Gleam.
I didn't expect him to be on the roof.
Yeah. No, he's on
No.
the roof.
They were one of the few people who like legitimately believed us, so they were probably like scouting out, making sure that the town was okay. They were probably
Yeah.
the only people who were actually doing something useful.
Yeah.
And you do notice now after seeing Ok that there are a few more gnoll-shaped figures on the roofs. They all nod at you. They all wave at you. And as soon as they see you just walking relaxed, they seem to be getting off their roofs, going back inside. Lights are going on. Things are being done and prepared. And
I kind of call, thank you guys.
yeah,
Good night.
you hear thank you back.
Oh.
Very kindly, very grateful. And Ernst is with hanging shoulders, walking beside you, afraid to look up. He goes inside. His mother opens the door and hugs you real close, very grateful, just nearly crying. She just drags you inside, shows her Magnus. Magnus is sleeping peacefully as far as he can. His wounds do need bandaging, but not yet. She tries to offer you some tea or anything for on the road back.
Is that a cookie?
She does have cookies.
Maybe just one cookie to go.
Yeah, the cookies from the bakery. So yeah, she gives you one, wraps it up in a napkin, and then tells you good night. In the meantime, in the tavern, what does everyone else wants to do?
Yeah, I've got one more thing, and then I'm good to leave for now. I will kick Quick Willie awake.
He's shouting. What?
Don't open that basement. We will take care of that tomorrow morning. Got it?
No. Yeah.
Good.
Bitch is in there. Okay.
And that's it. Then I'm done.
Yeah.
If you guys don't have anything else to do, I think we're good to go to the Alderman's house.
I'll walk over to. Is Roger still awake?
No, at this point he's
Ow.
fallen asleep with his head on the table.
Oh, okay.
Like, so tired, this man.
I'll kindly pat him on his shoulder. I still
He just-
kind of bad for what I did
So-
to him.
Light sleeper, wakes up. I'm awake.
Oh,
Can I
sorry.
help? Do you need any help?
No. You should rest up. Go.
Yeah, you guys
go
too.
ahead.
Do you wanna have a place to stay? I have a few beds if you need.
Oh my god.
All the workers come to my place. Sure.
That sounds amazing. Alduin, could we?
I think we actually have beds at the Alderman's home, right? Or do we not?
You do.
Oh, we do have beds already. Then I don't care.
You can also go with Roger if you want. Like he's offering it to you. We can drag the fat one with us. If you don't want to
just leave him here. No, he's fine. I think we got all of...
the fat one. I don't care about the fat one.
You know, I don't know about you guys. I'm just gonna head to the Elderman's house because I need to talk to the Elderman in the morning anyway.
We'd rather head to.
Just letting you know that if you go do that, you won't have a night's rest, and you'll have a point of exhaustion.
You've been talking to him.
This is the pivotal point. If you wanna, it's like.
Then I'll go to his house.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's sleep at Roger's.
Sorry. So what's the plan? Are you going? Who's doing what? I'm sorry. Because like it's.
Oh, did you mean
morning is. Yeah.
Apparently we're going to Roger's house because otherwise we get a point of exhaustion.
Well, you can choose to do that. It doesn't matter. I'm just letting you know the morning is very closely nearing right now, and you guys need to sleep.
Yeah. I don't need to talk to the Elderman. I'm just going to that house to sleep there.
That's okay. Yeah, you can do that.
So that's what I'm doing.
So you're going to the Elderman's house, Brion.
I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't care. I could just.
Who are you following?
I could curl up under a bush outside of the tavern if I.
Cool. Brion's curling up under a bush outside the tavern. Lux, you will find Brion there. And Xanamin, you're probably following.
Oh, Alduin, yeah.
Okay, so Alduin and Xanamin are going to the Elderman's house, and Lux, you find Brion curled up under a bush outside the tavern.
I was actually planning, if it's not like too far out, to on my way back run over to the fields where we had the first werewolf encounter, when we tried to retrieve some of the medicinal plants, and see if I can find the broken off piece of Brion's pike and my prayer wheel.
Make an investigation check with advantage, because the light's coming up and it's easier for you to see. You are so tired right now. Like, you can barely keep your eyes open. And your normal, very perceptive self is having a very difficult time making out anything right now. And you're distracted by Roger, who's stumbling forward through his fields to his home.
Okay, I just look back to the tavern to find Leon curled up under a bush.
Yeah.
Out cold.
Okay. Yeah. So, do you? What do you do when you see Brion? Do you want to also go to sleep in the tavern? Do you want to leave her there? What's your decision?
I want to poke her awake. Brion.
What?
Normally I prefer sleeping in the woods, but maybe inside is better for tonight?
Why?
Because we're not absolutely sure that we actually found every werewolf.
There's no door. There's no door in the tavern.
Where are the guys?
They went to the Elderman's house. But I don't want to talk to some stick-up guy right now.
No, we'll just sleep. Okay? Come on. And I give her a little bit of guidance to help her get out of her slumber.
Okay.
Try to get her to walk to the other house.
Stumble after Lux.
Let's say 10 minutes after Alduin and Xanamin arrive at the Elderman's house. Yeah, that was a tongue twister. Brion and Lux arrive as well. You will find your beds in peace. The Elderman's wife is the one who opened up the doors. She had been keeping watch. She lets you go inside. You find your beds. If you want to, or if you want to do anything else, let me know.
No, pass out. Pass out on the beds.
Oh, pass out. for the next 8 hours. So you pass
4
out
hours.
at about
For me.
you pass out about 5 in the morning, and at 9 o'clock in the morning, Lux wakes up,
It's morning.
and everyone else is still asleep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, for people doing the character sheets, you get half of your total hit dice rounded down back. If you used hit dice. Don't forget those.
Let me see.
It's morning, Band of the Dryad. Got powered up again.
I now have.
What did you say? How many did you get back?
Half
Up
your
of your hit
total.
dice.
Half
Oh,
your
yeah.
total rounded down is important at 5th
Yeah, I
level.
thought you said something else. Okay.
You can have your what? Rounded what? Maths.
Your
what?
hit dice? So how many did you use hit dice?
Oh, well, what now?
No, in the last
Did
day.
you use a hit dice during your short rests to heal yourself up? You have to
One.
keep note of that.
1.
One.
Okay.
Then you get 1 hit dice back.
Right. Okay, that's good.
In normal situations, it's half your total rounded down that you get back. So I myself had used 3 up to this point, so I get 2 back.
Right.
So instead of the max,
And we heal up,
Actually
right?
used 2,
and we heal.
but you got 1 because you leveled.
No. Yes, that's true. Yes,
Anyways, guys.
but
So, Lux just woke up.
I thought it's also like maybe a good time for a break. Because
Yeah.
It's almost half past
I
9.
think that's actually a really good idea. Thank you for letting me know. So
We can
let's
most
take a
definitely do
break, all. Yeah, and then you can think about what Lux will do for the next 4 hours until her friends wake up.
yeah.
There's plenty to do for Lux. She won't
Yeah.
be bored at all.
Yeah,
We
So,
will be back.
10 minutes.
Yeah. I thought
No,
15. I
15
thought our
minutes, I think.
15 minutes,
Our
even
new break
better.
time was 15 minutes. We will be back in 15 minutes. See you guys later.
Yes.
We're back.
Hello.
We've already been back for a couple seconds. Hello.
Hello.
It's getting progressively darker in my room, and my lights cannot keep up. Right. Maybe I should turn on like emote spam filter. It's
Maybe you should.
You should not. I should.
There's like
mark
a small
it as
woman in the
end
corner
point.
of your screen, Roman. Oh, she's gone.
You can't see her on stream. Actually,
can.
she's cropped.
Actually-
She's cropped. You can?
No, we can. Yeah, we can. It's no longer cropped. Screen is no longer cropped. So there was a small squatting woman in the corner.
You can fix it in post. That's how this works, right?
Oh man, it's just gonna be a blur for some reason. Like there's no real reason that it has to be, but it's gonna be. Oh,
Servants.
okay. I'm stalling. Cynthia,
Right.
go for it.
Has not said the words.
I said something. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's start the stream. We
No.
left off with everyone sound asleep in a slumber in the Elderman's home's beds, and Lux waking up like the early bird she is, 4 hours earlier than anyone else. What would you like to do, Lux? As it is 9 o'clock in the morning, you've woken up after a harrowing night of werewolf fighting and curing and talking to sad boys that done atrocious things. What would you like to do?
As I wake up, feeling a lot better, I'm just kind of talking to myself, not too loudly, but just. Well, this werewolf thing, it might take us a while, actually, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it would be great if I could let, like, the High Priestess know what happened in Merkfall. Maybe I should tell her. Maybe if I just concentrate really hard, I can make her hear my thoughts. Maybe, could I? I don't know. Whatever. I just sit on the floor and I try to imagine like a system of roots connecting the trees of the forest created by the archer so long ago. And I try to envision my thoughts flowing through the roots towards Torungorn and the High Priestess. And I'm just still talking to myself as I cast Sending for the first time. High Priestess? Merkval report? Meyerdorf pissed off the clasp. And we released the text on the village. We dealt with the clasp and the Bard sidekick and the Meyerdorf died. Can you hear me? This feels kind of strange. Just talking in thin air. Well, it's not like I don't do that often. Nah. Normally I just talk to myself though. I might be going nuts. And I get the half-carved piece of wood out of my backpack and just start carving the bear again.
During your talking, you were interrupted. Hello, my daughter of the forest. Good to hear your voice, Lux. I'm eager to see your return. We have heard some word already. Good job.
Lux is just trying to figure out if she imagined that or if it was just really the High Priestess responding and just drifts away in thoughts again and carving the bear for the next like 3.5 hours till the rest of them wake up.
All right. The rest of you all slowly wake up by the sound of chipping wood. At 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh boy.
I am
Good morning,
so
sunshine. Hello. Good to see you all awake.
The Elderman's wife and the Elderman are also coming in, and because they hear like Lux's voice, "Good morning," we've prepared a lunch, and there are a few people eager to see you.
Yep. Lunch.
Great.
Food be good. Food's good.
Food is very good.
Are your muscles also sore? Like muscles you never knew you had?
I am dying.
Yep.
It's
How are you
really
doing,
bad.
Cinnamon?
I'm doing fine. You did all the heavy work.
Goddamn sorceress! Goddamn sorceress!
I just rolled.
Maybe it's because we don't really have muscles.
Maybe you should just roll with it and then shades drop. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
How can I disconnect you? How can I disconnect you from this call? Can I? Oh no! I just. Weird stuff just happened. You have to solve like 5 screens at the same time. Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyways,
So
yeah.
let's get food.
You can
did you
hear
want to say anything?
it crumbling.
Okay, stomach crumbling. So as you get out your rooms, you're being led to what looks to be a very nice, fancy room. You see a lot of people that you recognize from the village, all standing in this room, all clapping as you enter. Grateful faces, smiling faces, they all light up as you enter. The table is laden with baked goods and fresh bread. You see Rogette with his arms just full of apples, and he's holding a cured ham that he's also pushing onto the table. What you see is that many of the people of the village have come together to just provide you with a fantastic lunch, and they all, one by one, thank you for what you did, for your help. They're extremely grateful, including Magnus Ziegler's wife, who's there as well.
I will just stop at Magnus Ziegler's. We know her name at this point, do we not? Or
Yes.
do we not?
No, yeah, you do know her name. I need to.
Probably haven't written it out though. Gertrude. Yes. Yes. Actually, yes.
Gertrude.
I remember now. I will stop at Gertrude for a moment. After I've had some lunch, I will come by and make sure your husband's okay. Just double check.
Orc has been visiting as well. He's helped.
Sorry, I didn't get the name.
Yes, difficult to pronounce those null names, but it's Oxoil.
Or yeah. Good. Okay. He made sure he's got medical experience.
He does, yes.
Interesting. Gonna have a talk with him about that. That sounds interesting. Well, everything's going fine. Everything's going good.
Yeah. He's doing much better. He can't get out of bed, and he's sleeping quite a lot. But that's not much difference from normal.
Well, it's gonna stay for a while. Yeah, he's gonna need some time to recover. But
just a little bit worried about my son. He's not said much, and he's waiting for you.
Yeah, your son's going to be fine. He feels a lot of guilt for what happened.
Well, I told him he can't help it. It's not like,
I told him too, but I think I have an idea on how to alleviate that guilt.
Okay. I'm very grateful. And
problem.
we've all, as the entire village, got together to increase your reward.
Oh, well, that is very much appreciated.
It's not much, but we hope it's enough to help you along.
Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Every little bit we get is put back into helping people that need help. In my case, at least.
It's at this point where she says that, where Nag, Scourgehook, the blacksmith, is stepping forward. And what he holds in his hands looks to be the hilt of a sword in its scabbard. And he opens it up. And what you see is a silvered sword. And he hands it over. Well, I did my best. It took me all morning. But me and the boys, and he just looks over, and it's like most of the gnolls, but also a few men of the village, and also the women, everyone who you saved. We all got silver coins together. And also a necklace of the Alderman's wife. So I've got to thank her. That's at least 1/3 of it. And we made you this. It's yours
Alduin.
now. I tried to write your name in it. I had help, of course. Gertrude helped. And
Alduin with extreme reverence, accepts the sword in his hands. This, and he takes it out of the scabbard. Okay, we've seen his work. Yeah. I'm assuming this is the legit shit.
Yeah, no, it's not like a fancy decorated elven sword.
No.
It's a very sturdy, but very beautiful in its simplicity silver sword.
Takes it out. And the inscription, how does the inscription look? Does it look good, or does it look like the name in the...
It looks like it's written by the same person who wrote that sign on its door.
So he takes out the sword, holds it up.
The N is flipped around, but the other letters doesn't really matter if that is flipped around or not.
Nice. So looks at it. This is amazing. Thank you all so much. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but a silver sword to one of my people, one of the hunters, like I am is extremely important. Mine broke 4 months ago, and it's part of your soul gets ripped away. This has fixed that. Thank you all very much. I will cherish this until it, eventually breaks, because that is what tends to happen to my silver swords. I'm very sorry in advance.
Well, then you can come back and I'll fix it.
I will do that. Thank you.
While that was happening, Lux took like 10 different things and took one bite of everything, and then realized that she didn't have enough hands to actually hold everything, and then saw this happen and just was like full mouth, whoa, amazing. And this is really good. Thank you, guys. Oh. Yeah. This happens sometimes.
Just stuff them in your pockets, Lux. Stuff them in your pockets. I mean, it's yours. Brion thinks this is all very, very awkward. She's never been clapped to or cheered to, especially by just villagers. So I'll imagine Brion just starting to stuff her face with food, and as soon as she realizes what's happening, she just goes like into the awkward smile wave position.
There's something between your front teeth. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're pretty again.
And that's it. She's like, what?
The Elderman steps forward towards Zanamin, because like Alduin's busy, and he gives you a hefty sack of gold coins. He gives it to you and says, "The reward, 100 gold coins, as promised, and this," and then he gives you a beautiful letter. It's stamped and sealed by the seal of the Elderman. This is a writ to the Margrave Brandon Zimmerset of Westrun of your heroic deeds. It will help if you ever want to request anything and you need credibility there.
Thank you very much for...
No, thank you. Really, thank you. And
yeah.
after all this is done, we can perhaps talk about what you've discovered. But for now, let's all enjoy the food plenty here.
Right. Could I scout out the I don't know where Brion has been in this somewhere in the corner, but I want to find the Knoll blacksmith.
Yeah, it's standing next to Alduin.
Right. Okay. I'll head over. Hi, sir.
I've never been called sir before. Maybe just well, just call me Nog.
Someone who made that, and I'll gesture towards the sword. Can be called a sir, I think. Listen. Do you fix wood too?
That didn't get picked up. You need to repeat yourself.
Do you fix wood too?
No, only like steel. You can fix wood with
broke.
Oh well, you just take the head off and put a new stick in.
Yeah, you see, the tip of the stick was kinda had my name put in it, or was it the pike itself?
Yeah, it's in the tip of the stick.
And I kinda want to keep that.
Can make an iron band, around it and lengthen it. You want that?
It would look really cool.
Could you?
It won't be as sturdy as just solid wood, but if you like hold it at that point, I don't think it might be a problem. I could make it sturdy enough. I could try.
Well, I'd like you to try. I'd pay you generously if you'd want to.
No, don't worry about it. Are you staying around? I could try it like today. You could pick her up tomorrow.
When do you guys want to leave, Alduin?
Well, as soon as possible, really. Just finish up in the town, because we got the problems over in Whiterun to also take care of.
You want to leave today?
Kind of. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know, having your weapon fixed is also very, very necessary.
Listen, the only thing that I can do with my pack now that I was able to do is have like an extra arm's length.
Use it at range.
I could compensate for that, and I'd come back to Nog. I'd like for you to fix my bike. I think it should be you.
I'll be happy to welcome you back anytime.
I'll remind myself of that.
Did you say you were going to Westrun?
That is the plan, yes.
And if you want to come back, could you maybe get me some of them fancy blacksmith tools and a book? Like, I really want to learn more. It's so much fun. If you could get me like a real cool book about like smithing. Can you bronze weapons? I don't know if you can bronze weapons or gold them. I can silver them now. I just want to learn more, you know? You get what I mean? Like, and the saying I could learn from books.
We could fix that.
If you could
Right?
find
Never take care
a
of
book
them.
with images, that'd be real great.
We could fix you something like that, I think.
DM, quickly for my
Yeah.
for my a little bit of background knowledge. I'm assuming the orders have their own like blacksmiths. They're like expert like people specifically known for making blood hunter weapons. I'm assuming.
That could be an assumption. I doubt it. There are a few people that
Basically, what I'm saying is, do I know of like a master blacksmith?
roll
Do
for
I know
history.
one?
Or a Nullman is going to be famous.
11.
No.
Mm.
No, not to your knowledge at the moment.
Okay.
I could fix you a book.
We can definitely take care of that for you.
Yeah.
And who was the writ addressed to?
The writ is addressed to Margrave, the Margrave, it's a title, Brandon Zimmerset of Westrun. Head of the Shields.
Set?
Yeah, Brandon Zimmerset.
Okay.
Not Sunderfield.
Another quick question. Does the sword that I was just given have a maker's mark? Did he actually put one in?
Nope.
Alduin will look at Narg. Narg, the sword isn't finished.
And it's just like, it looks like if a knoll could turn white, that would look like a knoll turning white. Like, what do you mean?
Well,
Did I forget something?
Yes, a very important thing. One of the most important things on weapons, especially weapons like this, is a maker's mark.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a brand. It's like a little original
Like what
mark.
you put on cows.
Yes, but it identifies who made the sword.
I don't.
I'll show him my own sword, and I'll show him the maker's mark on that one, which should be like a general like Kaimo blacksmith's a maker's mark. Nothing too fancy, but it definitely like has a specific identifying mark on it. See, something like this. You should really think about designing one of those.
You know how a painter puts his signature or his name at the bottom of a painting?
No, I don't really have paintings.
Well, making weapons is like making art. And art should be known.
It's like
by the should be known by the person who made it.
Well then, you know, I wrote your name on it. In my
But that's my
handwriting.
name. It needs your name. Or at least a mark that is identifying to you. I'm telling you this because I want you to start thinking about it. And when we return here, because we will, I want you to put on your maker's mark on the sword and actually finish it.
A backwards N.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Alduin put out his hand, shakes his hand.
Yeah.
Good.
It's a
Good.
very strong, very furry hand.
Because I wanna be in the wild at some point and find a sword and recognize your maker's mark. That is what I want. Deal?
Deal.
Right. Now let's have some food because I am fucking starving.
I go
Well,
from the other side of the room with a full mouth. Nork, do you still have the plow from Rosette?
yeah, it's up front.
Can he, like, buy it back maybe, or...
Sure,
I think I can maybe fix it for him.
no problem.
How much did he give you for it?
I gave him
Yes.
I think 12 silver pieces for the iron.
I give him 12 silver pieces.
Thank you. Well, if you have
I'll
any
go-
scrap metal left, I could really use it.
Actually, maybe. Maybe you have to take a look at something really.
Like a map.
Maybe
I'll just go pick up the plow in a bit.
you'll have some spare iron scraps in your back pocket, Lux.
Well, I do have this massive mace that I can barely lift up.
Oh. Very
You're
nice.
still hauling that around.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it came in handy once when I, like, had to fend off the dog creature in the woods.
Yep, it did. You handled it greatly.
Just willpower. Lifting that up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll stuff my face with the dried ham.
Right. So, you all enjoy the lunch. If there's anything you want to talk to anyone about, let me know. But other than that, the people will slowly leave the Elderman's home. They thank you again and again until they get back to work or get back to their homes and their respective things, until you are left with the Elderman and the Elderman's wife, who is tidying up the room right now. The Elderman stands up and he says, well, I think it is time we discuss what has happened last night and all the information you have gathered for me. If you are ready.
You guys want me to recap everything for him?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure that I understand it all, actually. I mean, Brion doesn't.
I'll assist.
Maybe you should, Alduin.
Okay, listen. So. Yes, I'm just gonna tell you the full story. So. Wick Willie's is where all of this is centered around. He has been selling sood for a gang known as the Myriad. They're a gang out of what's it called again? Wildmount. He's been doing this on the down low, dealing, or at least being receiving. Anyway, a drug is passing through him and going into Whiterun.
Westrun.
God damn it. Matt Mercer!
Continue.
God damn it. The Clasp, a gang from Taldore, not too happy about this. Because, the Myriad dealing drugs on their territory is not too fancy of them. Now, if they are the ones responsible for lacing the suit with lycanthropy, we're not too sure. It could also be another element that wants to create chaos or anything like that. At least we're still gonna have to look into this. This isn't over yet. The threat to the village is, but the bigger picture isn't done yet.
This is all very concerning.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
If it is actually true what you are saying, then up until now we've had some sort of a cold war between these two. This is an act of war, open and defiant.
Might not be as cold now anymore. No.
If, of course, the Clasp is responsible
if it gets
for this.
out, or if it gets out.
Yeah.
It only takes the suspicion of the Myriad suspecting it is the Clasp's doing to retaliate. And my village is in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Do I feel like the Elderman hears this story for the first time? Or if there's any elements that he already knew?
Make a insight check.
Ooh.
Well, Mr. Elderman.
He knew about the drugs. That's what we know. He knew about the drugs.
So what else does he know?
Well,
if anything.
Did you know about drugs being dealt in the tavern in your town? It's not that much. Who's doing it, why they're doing it, that's a whole different story, but he knew about the drugs.
I don't think your village has anything specific to do, and just was a victim of being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Wait, could you say that again?
That I don't think this town was targeted specifically, and that was just a victim of being at the wrong place at the wrong time, a target of opportunity.
Perhaps. I just hope that it won't continue. We're a small town. I don't want to have any more trouble on my doorstep. And protect my people, I'd very much appreciate it if we could keep things on the down low. Make sure that either faction does not know about what transpired here until we know for certain what happened. Just to prevent any retaliation.
Within the village, yes, I agree with you. I don't think anyone who doesn't need to know about this should know about this. Yet, the organization I work for is very interested in people turning other people into werewolves. So we will keep investigating this issue, of course. This investigation will be taking us to Westrun, as you may have overheard us speaking about earlier.
Just be careful. You don't know what you're walking into.
No, we do not. But that's
these
kind
people
of a
are
life.
dangerous.
Oh, we are well aware of this.
We walk into stuff, and then we're like, "Oh, we got into this stuff. What now?"
That seems to be kind of the thing.
You're good people. Are you a group of anything together? Do you go by any name?
Not
We
yet,
just-
actually.
And they found each other.
Just found each other. Not long ago.
No, not very long ago. About a week, I think, now. Feels a lot longer,
Something
though.
like that.
It's
Only
good
a week?
to have people like you making the world a better place.
Been what a long week.
Thank you.
It's been a long time since anyone like that has come around.
Well,
We do our best.
Just a couple of people who happened to bump into each other.
So what's your next plans? Where are you headed now?
West Run, mainly. Got a few leads that we've got to follow up on there. After that,
yeah, check in on Ziegler, I guess.
yeah, gonna be checking up
Yeah.
on him, on the boy, Ernst as well, and I think someone's
Are you
gonna repair
okay?
a plow or something.
Amy is still underneath the bar.
Oh right, the barmaid.
We
Right.
should be very.
Good.
Very good point. Yeah, we should maybe go there first.
Yeah.
Well, what if
I guess she snapped it off by now.
me and Zeneman go to the tavern? I mean, I think I could handle Ellie.
She
And then-
shouldn't be a werewolf right now.
No, so
No.
I can handle.
Well, she might be if the Willy is still there with his ass out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Big white moon.
Right, Lux is coming with me.
You guys should check on the Zieglers, and we'll head
Yeah.
to the tavern. We'll be able to leave earlier for Western that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys head to the tavern. Once you arrive at the tavern, you notice that Quick Willy is just sleeping his hangover off.
Does he have
He's
pants?
actually sleeping on top of the glass cabinet that was halfly taken off, and on top of the trap door. And underneath the trap door, you hear the shouting of a raging woman. No, actually, no, she's asleep still. Sorry. Yeah. No, never mind. You. It's just there's nothing. Just he's asleep. And no, yeah, I forgot that if you're affected, you sleep during the day. So yeah, no, she's nothing is going on except for everyone's asleep. You very quickly move this fat man off the trapdoor, administer the cure to Ellie, who is also very grateful and very sorry about everything that happened. And Alduin and Lux, I believe, go to the Ziegler family. Is there anything you want to say or do there? Or just help him rebandage, talk a little bit to the boy? Do you want to play that out, or?
Well, rebandage, and then I want to have a little talk with the boy. I'll take him outside for a second. For a moment.
Okay.
So, Ernst, had a good night's sleep?
While he's talking, I'll be walking to pick up the plow in the meantime.
Yeah.
So, listen. We are going to be heading to Westron. After Lux has fixed the plow and the others are done at the tavern. Listen, you've told me everything you know about the casino, right? Good. Listen, I don't want you to feel responsible for any of this. This was not your fault. You are a victim. Just like your father, just like Quick Willy, sadly enough. He's technically a victim, but he's also... You know,
Oh.
he's just an asshole. Let's just keep it at that. Anyway, you, like any other person in the town, are a victim. Is there anyone else around currently? It's just me and him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. See, we talked to the alderman. I didn't tell him anything about your part because that's just not important. There's no it doesn't. It wasn't your fault. You do not require any of the punishment. You just should not feel any blame. Feeling bad is good, because that means you won't make the same mistakes again that you made.
A girl died last month. She killed her entire family.
Yes. And that is the fault of the clasp, or whoever forced you to put that liquid in that suit. It's not your fault. Okay?
It just feels so wrong.
Well, that means you're a good person. Just means you're a good, decent person with feelings, with regrets. And regrets make you people and not some evil asshole. Okay? Now
Yeah.
we will be coming back to Thirstfields at some point, because we've got some stuff here that we want to check up on in a while. Don't know how long that will be. Might be a week, might be a couple days, might be a month, but we will come back here and we will come through here. Just don't go gambling again, and for now, at least for now, don't worry about the clasp coming back to get your debt, because
They
they'll
come
probably
back and
be.
they threaten my mother or my father.
Well, to be fair, they'll probably be too busy dealing with us when we get to Westrun. Just help your parents, do whatever you can. Help around the village. People appreciate someone helping out. I myself, getting paid is nice, but I don't specifically do this for pay. I do this to help people, not the money. The money helps me help other people.
I'll be like you.
Good. Yeah, well, that's actually kind of what I wanted to say to you. And I would tap him on the shoulder. Is this like a scrawny kid, or is he does he got some muscle or stuff? What am I
Rich
looking
boy
at?
son.
Rich boy son.
Well, it's not rich, but this is the
Like,
Magnus
in-
Ziegler is the richest farmer of town.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe you should go by Narg. See if he can make you a practice sword or something. Maybe learn yourself a craft.
I'm actually pretty good with numbers.
That is a very valuable skill.
As long as I'm not gambling.
Well, to be fair, the deck was probably stacked against you from the start. I doubt you could ever have won your money back at all. They're probably planning this from the start. So again, don't feel bad about this. It's not your fault. We're just used. Victim. Just like the rest. But people in town probably need you to help them out with numbers. Check out the bakery. She probably needs someone to make sure all the books are kept. Right?
I'll do my
Okay.
best.
Good. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll see you when I see you.
That cannot be more true.
And now the one will walk off.
Alright.
I think he'll just head
Lux.
over to the blacksmith.
Yeah, so Lux, you are at the blacksmith, and Nark is already there. He gives a little kick to the big plow that's broken in front.
Ah, great, there it is. I'll just take it with me and do one more attempt at finding the broken end of Brion's pike on our way back.
Oh, make an investigation check. Just straight.
And you see Lux like pulling this plow, like like this heavy thing that's normally pulled by a horse.
As you take a moment to rest, you actually do notice the broken end and your prayer wheel very neatly to the side against a stone, as if someone put it there.
Wow, that's convenient.
As you walk over to there, Rogette comes walking out of the field with his arms full of like scorched crops and broken bits of stuff, and oh, hello.
Hi.
Oh, I mean, hello. I didn't expect you here so soon. Is that my plow?
I think it is.
Yeah, it's still broken.
Yeah. Let me take a look at it. And
Yeah.
I'll try use mending to fix the plow.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Very long while. But roll a wisdom. Yeah, roll a wisdom check with shit. Proficiency.
That would be like a spell attack, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. So you're wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off for a good hour. Rogette is just walking into his field and walking back, looking over your shoulder. You're damn good with your hands, and he just like walks back into the fields and just tending to his stuff. And you do in an hour with meticulous casting, fix his plow.
Yeah, like 10 minutes in, I kind of regret it, but I'm already committed.
Yeah.
And I present it to Rogette after my hour of meticulous casting.
He's very grateful. Couldn't be more grateful. He invites you over into his home. He's trying to wrap all kinds of produce in cloths and stuff, and try and give it to you to take away on the road.
I'll just take what I think we can actually eat before it goes bad.
But you get like a dozen apples, and I don't know, a big bread that he still has lying around, and he also has a lot of dried raisins and dried nuts. Very nice, actually. So in total, I'm guessing you take like 10 days worth of rations with you.
I'll note nice rations.
Yeah.
Nuts rations. Nuts.
And then I'll make my way back to the group.
He is a kitty.
There's a sneaky cat, sneaky background cat. So we had sneaky background woman. Now we have sneaky background cat.
My nephew isn't here right now. So. Sorry.
Star of the show.
Oh, we already had
Okay.
sneaky background Furby. So
But at some point, you all meet up. Where?
Outside
middle
the
of
tavern.
town.
Yeah.
In the middle of town. You all meet up in the middle of town in front of the bakery near the well where you came into town the first time you were here. You're ready. You've done your tasks. What would you like to say? Or do?
I guess we're up for a walk, aren't we?
I give Brion the part of the bike back, and don't tell her that I could actually make it because she was so committed to having Narc do it. And I don't want to spoil it for her.
I'll. Does it still fit together? Can I kind of like?
It's like splintered wood.
Nah.
Like, you know, when you try and break a stuff and it's like, it splinters and splits.
God. I don't actually know if Nog is going to be able to fix this properly. I'll take the broken end and put it in my pack, and the other part I'll sheet again.
Is there anything else we need to do? No reason to go back to the bakery. Just the only thing.
Yeah.
No.
I want to have a conversation with the gnoll, but it's fine. It's fine. No, actually it isn't. I need to have a conversation with the gnoll about medicine. I know it's very boring, but I need to have a conversation with him real quick, if you guys don't mind.
That's not a real big way out. And after that,
We would have had time. I mean, I was casting for an hour.
That's fair.
True.
I would have arrived at the blacksmith and she would have been gone.
Hour that she was casting, you could have gone to the knoll if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have
Okay,
done that.
you can go to Ock's Oil Gleam. What do you want to talk to Ock about? He's actually standing in front of the bakery, taking off the wood that he had used to barricade.
I will start helping him while talking to him. So I heard you have a knack for medicine.
Just simple things. My
Where did you learn that?
my late wife,
Oh. Was she a healer of sorts?
midwife.
Ah. Interesting. Don't happen to have any books about medicine, do you?
She learned from her mother.
Nah. It's kind of the best way to learn, I've heard. Okay.
I've taken it up for myself to learn a bit myself.
It's a
I couldn't-
useful skill.
I wish I'd known more before she died in childbirth. Bit of ironic, being a midwife.
Kind of sad. I'm so sorry.
Brought me here, raising the boys.
Yeah. Say thanks to everyone for actually being out there last night.
Yeah, rallied up the boys.
Lux
I
told me.
believed you.
Yeah, it's good to hear. At least we were able to contain it. I don't know what would have happened if the werewolves would have actually gone into more of the town instead of just, well, following us into the tavern. Could have
You
been
fought
bad.
well.
We didn't really fight. It was more like a wrestling match, to be fair.
It's
Didn't really
better
wanna
to
kill
fight
anyone.
without killing.
Always. Sadly enough, not always everyone you're fighting sees it the same way. But I
Always
tried.
welcome here.
Thanks. And I will I continue helping him take down like the wood until I see the rest arrive at the center of the town.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, everyone arrives, you've had your conversation, you're all ready. What would you like to do?
Let me open the map and see how far Western is.
We exit out south of the town along the Parchwood Way, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's completely
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
The
I was
Parchwood
thinking.
Way. And then there it is.
Madeline went on foot, right?
Yeah.
She didn't have.
She went on foot, yeah. Well, no, she may have had a horse. We actually don't know that fact.
And she looks fast too.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm as fast as she is.
No. Anyway, I don't think we have any other option than to go on foot.
No.
I think these people really need their horses and other things for the farming. And we can take care. We can walk a bit, right?
Yeah.
We're fit people.
Lux still wanted to ride me into battle. Maybe she can ride me into Western.
Oh, could I? I climb on her back.
The question from
problem.
the DM is, do you want to go to Westrun, but go to Torumgorn first, or do you want to go to Westrun straight away over Parchwood Way?
We don't really have a choice, I think.
No, there is. There is. It is up to the ladies who want to go there.
Oh,
We can
yeah,
travel
well,
over the Parchwood Way, or indeed go to the Dawnmist Pines, go north first.
well, the funniest thing happened this morning. I was just thinking maybe I should talk to the High Priestess, and I concentrated really hard, and I think she actually heard me. And she said that she's looking forward to our return, and that she already got some word from Merkval.
Good. So
I
then,
don't know from who, but
and she didn't say when she expected us to.
no, but she didn't seem like really pressing about it, saying you have to return now.
So
Then we should go to Western.
restaurant
Or
first.
maybe if you try and concentrate again real hard, you can ask her if it's okay if we go to Western first to
Yeah,
cure
the thing
another
is-
werewolf.
yeah, but the thing is, I just woke up and then I did it, and then I kind of felt like going to bed again.
Right.
And there's
Okay.
like a lot of travel ahead.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I've
Okay.
seen you do that concentration thing. It looks really intense.
Yeah, I'm not that good at concentrating, so when I have to concentrate, it just takes a lot of energy.
Right. I mean,
But I'm getting better at it though.
you could afterwards you look like me have just fought 12 battles or whatever. So
Yeah, it takes out a lot.
maybe we should just take the walk to Western.
Yeah, we should.
And then
You are
again,
the
walk to
cutest.
restaurant's gonna take.
What?
Walk to restaurant's
You
gonna
two.
take.
Sorry.
Go for it, yeah. Go for it first. No. You go.
I said you two are the cutest, but continue, Alduin.
You know, the restaurant, the walk to restaurant's probably gonna take a couple days, so you could try it tomorrow morning. You could try contacting her again. You know, it will not be like we can't like start heading north while along the Parchwood Way. It won't really cost us much more time, to be fair, if they have to redirect to Dawnmist Pines first. So
would I know how long of a travel it would be to Western?
how many days did it take us to go from Merkval to Thirstfields? Was that 2 days? About a day and a half, I think.
Because
Yeah.
I discovered today that I have a nose for direction and maps.
Because you finally entered that skill that you were missing, or
No, because of my background, actually.
oh right, yes. Right.
The stupid one of the group is going to be the map guy. Woman. Guy. Whatever.
Person.
Oh, yeah, good.
They. Them. Whatever.
Directions.
It'd be
might-
about 8 to 9 days.
Oh, dang.
Damn.
8
foot.
to 9 days on foot
Yeah.
to Western.
If I'm just like guesstimating it now, because it is indeed 2.5 days from Merkval to Thirstfields.
Thirstfields. Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
100 gold. How many horses can we buy with 100 gold?
It's not a problem. It's more a problem if they have horses available that we can get, and I don't really want to buy horses here.
No. Oh, I believe we already touched on this.
Yeah.
The only horses they have are plow horses.
Yeah, they're work horses. They're not riding horses. You know, we're just gonna go walking to Westron. Let's do
It'll
that.
be an adventure.
Yes.
Yep.
We can have discussions about each other's backgrounds and stuff.
Oh,
Which-
great.
And
Yeah.
also, the clasp is involved in this one as well, so you might as well take a look at Westrun and then tell the whole story, maybe.
Right.
Wait,
That's
you guys
true.
are. Okay, I'm just gonna write it down for next game because I think we're about time. We're about at time.
Yes.
Because
It was gonna
I'm quickly
close
gonna
down.
write that little bit of tidbit of information down for next game.
What little bit of tidbit?
That they were already investigating the class before they headed to the town.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just saying that the class was also involved in Merkfall and in Westland.
Yeah.
And you know that we were tasked because we already talked about that to fix a problem
Not what problem.
somewhere.
Alderman doesn't know what problem. That you've been tasked to fix a problem, but doesn't know what problem. But that will be for next game.
Question.
Which is a month from now.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me just double check. Can someone give the exact date real quick from the?
Look, I draw my pike.
Oh,
Confirmed events. Sunday the 16th? No, we had that. Sunday the 23rd.
Sunday the 23rd. That is actually
Not correct. Give me 1
No.
second. Sunday, August the 16th is the next time.
Yep.
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
Yes, gonna be a while, but we will be back.
And then Brion is not going to be there.
No.
Oh, she isn't.
The week
thought we
after
moved
she
that.
will.
Didn't we
The week
move? did
after I will. The 23rd.
Why can't you go on the 6th? And never mind. This is the
Never
end
mind.
of the stream.
This is the end of today's session. Thank you all for joining us who are still here. We will be back soon. To know when we will be back, follow us on Twitter at DireRolls, or check out the streaming schedule, which will only be updated 1 week in advance, I am afraid. But if you want more information and when we will be streaming next, follow us on Twitter or
Instagram.
on Instagrams at DireRolls too, I think. I don't know.
I share map links of all the maps that we use in our game if you ask for it.
Yeah. I'm not good at Instagrams.
They
I'm
are
not at
so
Instagrams.
amazing. I love the maps.
They're pretty cool.
That's
You haven't
alright.
seen any of them today, but they're there.
They're
I
there.
can show one right now. Look at that. It is a map that our wonderful DM made using Incarnate. Look at it. It's cool. It is
very
a map
pretty.
we used last week. But yes.
This
Thank you
is
all
the
for
map
joining.
that you guys didn't use. I'll show you.
Oh no. We can't really see it because it's blacked out. You need to unfog it.
Hey, there's Madeline. She just popped around again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now it's completely fogged.
I'll do it. No, wait. There. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Hey, it's a map.
Ooh.
Oh, Madeline's still there.
Map.
Yeah, that would have been a very tight battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
would've been real
Can you
tight.
also see the werewolf? No, you
Wait.
can't, right?
No,
Yeah.
we can't. No, you'd have to
Yeah,
unhide
yeah.
it.
I'll do that here. So
Surprise! there
this
were
is
4.
Sophie.
Yay,
No, I
No,
mean not
Ellie.
Sophie. Ellie. Sorry, Ellie.
Ellie.
And a
Yeah.
table full of powder. Yeah.
Which you did
Yay.
not investigate any of
No.
the cellar.
No. No. That
No, you
auto
didn't.
resolved.
You sort of auto-resolve that.
Yeah.
Which-
I did ask if you wanted to do anything else, but it's so fine.
It's fine. It's a cool
Fine.
map though. Sorry we didn't get to explore. Now I am. Plunk. Let's go explore.
All right.
Also,
What?
yes. So we will be back. Well, actually, we are back with a stream this Sunday.
Sunday.
Because we got a party game stream. Yay! A couple of people, a couple of die rollers will be playing some party games. We'll be playing Jackbox party games, and
Yes.
maybe some Cards Against Humanity or other things in that aspect. We will see. We haven't really thought about it yet, but there's going to be. Well, I'm going to be there. He is going to be there.
Yep.
I might.
They might be
I'm
there.
probably wrong.
And there's 2 other people who are going to be there who you haven't seen yet on DireRolls. But yeah.
New people.
Mystery guest.
Ooh, mystery guests.
Mystery guest.
Yeah. I think I'm done. I'm done talking now. Did I forget anything? Like we talked about, like we need to mention things.
Nope.
But I think I got everything.
Did you
Bye.
have fun?
Thank you
No.
very much for watching. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thanks
Oh,
for
man.
hanging out.
Bye
Thanks for
bye.
coming out. Bye.